Nicosia.
So yeah, man. I mean, basically, yeah. 2021, Miami Hurricanes is us and Nicosia versus Bama. Ain't no way we could get out that game.
No way.
No way.
Unless the corona come back in full force, but.
Me, Darryl Streeter.
Yeah.
I mean, first and foremost, listen. NCAA released today that basketball, women basketball, men basketball, NCAA football. Kids can report back when June. Kids
June
report
1st,
back with June.
Voluntary June 1st.
Voluntary June 1st. Kids report back. Did you ever doubt that it was gonna be football? How did you feel about that?
I knew it was gonna be football. Just maybe football without fans, but I just knew it was gonna be football.
Right. It's football about fans. You knew it was gonna be football.
Yeah, it's gonna be football, but without
don't think
fans,
there'll be no fans though.
Yeah, it might not be no fans.
Right. So listen, I mean, NCAA approves, the cash cow, the basketball, the football, to go back. They haven't said anything about baseball, I don't think. And that's like a no-brainer, fool. Like, to be honest with you, like, a lot of money has been lost, and they're gonna recoup their money back. I mean, so they gotta get their money. They're not gonna they gotta get their money back. A couple of colleges has cut out a few sports. I can't name a few right now, but a few colleges have cut some sports out. But the cash cow in these big schools in the NCAA is football. So they're gonna figure out a way to run it. Whether they gotta charge you to watch it streamed online through the network, but they'll figure out a way to get their money. So that's a big deal. I mean, it's gonna have football. So that means not sure what they're gonna do with the media. We're usually on the sidelines at the games. I'm not sure what's gonna happen with that, but we'll find out in the future. But we're gonna have football. I mean, so that's looking up. We all love the game. Gotta stay safe. And how you feel about it, man? You happy about it? You scared for the kids? You look crazy.
I mean, it's a scary situation, but at the same time, as you stated earlier, it's a cash cow, you know. Right. So, not saying necessarily the schools are going to force the players, but the NCAA are going to force schools to play. Like, you got to play if y'all want to receive this conference money. And that's just like the NFL. The NFL, they're going to force them to play because if you don't play, you don't receive the TV money.
Right.
So, if you want to play and you want to receive that conference money, you're going to play.
You got to play.
So, it's just that. And it's unfortunate that the kids aren't getting paid to play and all that, but you know, they looking at it as the next level of going to the professionals. So
well, it's coming.
Yeah,
it's coming, kids.
Well, yeah, it's coming. They're gonna be able to.
They're not gonna pay them, but they're gonna give them opportunity to make money, and there's a lot of opportunities out there. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities out there. Next thing, man, me and X got to talking, man, and X was talking about Al Gold and how he sucked as a coach, right? And he was like, he wasn't a bad recruiter. He wasn't a bad recruiter, but he sucked as a coach. And I told X, I'm like, listen, X, no, every coach that comes out of Miami, whether they win or lose, they always were decent recruiters. They say the same thing about all of them. Randy Shannon, oh man, Randy sucked. He wasn't bad at recruiting, but
he was bad at coaching.
And my argument was, the only reason they're good at recruiting is because University of Miami sits at the end of the rainbow of football. They're not good at recruiting. It's just by default, the players they get are better than the players in other places. And so we went to looking at, I was telling him that, man, listen, man, we average top 10. We were always in the top 10. He was like, nah, we're not always in the top 10, man. And I was wrong. Listen, we're not always in the top 10. But we're always at the top echelon of college football and recruiting. And it's because University of Miami, little small private school, sits in the middle of football heaven. I tell this story, I say it all the time. If I had lived at King of Diamonds, I would eventually become a pimp. You know what I'm saying? If I lived at King of Diamonds, I would eventually become a pimp. I have a couple girls working for me because I live at King of Diamonds. You know, that's how I see University of Miami when it comes to recruiting. We had some 33. We had what? 22.
He was 27 at one point.
But that was like twice.
You know, and it's. I think one year we was 27. That was I think when Al Golden. I mean not Al. That's Randy Shannon got fired.
Right.
And then Al Golden just had a horrible year one year.
Right.
And like he said, you know, we at the center of the most fertile recruiting background.
Right.
Regardless of you on being good or not being good, it's no way, me personally, we should not be a top 10. Like, it's just, we right here.
So you're saying that we should always be in the top 10?
We should always be in the top 10 no matter what.
Right.
Now, the fact that we aren't winning, it does hurt a lot, but then you got recruiting coaches who not really doing their job. You know, on our next topic,
right.
You know, fans.
Let's finish this one first. So X feels that UM should always be in the top 10, and my thing is that I'm like, dog, for us to be so sorry, it's amazing that we're always top 15 on average, top 12. On average, it had to be like top 12.
But
12,
we're getting
15.
We're getting okay. You're getting the second tier of the Miami players. You know, the South Florida players. You know, just imagine if you're winning, you're going to get that first tier.
No, if Miami starts winning, they'll be top 5 every year.
Every year, without a doubt.
Listen, Mark Richt won what 10 games.
And if Mark Richt in the top 10 class.
If Mark Richt went totally radio on us and came back and won another 10 games, Miami would have started pulling top 10, top 5. Exactly. Right. That's a no-brainer. If Miami starts winning now with this spread offense, it'll be a no-brainer because they'll get 1, 2 5-star wide receivers coming out of Miami to come here and catch. What? How many passes can a kid catch a game? A wide receiver.
Hopefully 10.
Right. In this offense, a kid can catch 10. I had this conversation with some of these pairs. Like Ja'Cory Brooks could have caught 10 passes, 15 passes a game in your offense. You know what I'm saying? That's like taking candy from a baby. Like that's to a wide receiver, that's like everything. You know what I'm saying? So man, y'all let us know. Y'all understand. You feel UM should always be a top 10 class, even though we 13-13 the last 2 years, right? We 13-13. You think they should always be in the top 10 just out of default? You know what I'm saying? I think it's amazing that they
just out of being in the South Florida, I feel like it should be a top 10. That's me personally, and I know a lot of you guys feel the same way because we in South Florida.
But how bad would you feel if we was top 10 every year and still could win the ACC, fool? Like
which is what been happening since 2004 we joined the ACC. We couldn't win it. Right. You know, that's another subject we'll talk about.
So listen. So tell me the next subject that you say people wanted you to talk about.
All right. I've been getting a lot of questions, inboxes, DMs about one of our coaches played on one of the greatest teams in college football. 2001 national championships. Mike Rumph, first round draft pick. Went on to coach American Heritage, then got the job at UM. Now he's our cornerback coach. Great coach, teaches great technique. He can develop great. The question a lot of you fans have been asking me and others is, why can't Coach Mike Rumph recruit the top cornerbacks in the nation, especially in South Florida?
People been asking you that.
They ask me that like it's comical right now. They ask me, it's hard. I'm like, I don't even know like what answer to give them. I mean, in all reality, is he's doing his job
right
for the most.
Right.
Recruiting it got a lot going on that a lot of fans don't understand. It ain't just okay. Mike Rumph saying I want such and such, and I got to go out there and recruit him and get him. You know, like
right.
He's just the cornerback coach. Everything has to go through the head coach.
Right.
Everything has to go through the recruiting coordinator, the defensive coordinator, all that. So it's a lot. It ain't just he not getting them because he not getting them. It's a lot to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So
right. So the question is Mike Rumph, and it all started with Surtain and Burns, right? That's where it all started because we thought we had a shoe in. Listen, we thought we had a shoe in.
We thought we had a shoe in with Patrick Surtain and Tyson Campbell.
Tyson Campbell.
He coached them in high school. We like, oh, we gonna get them two for sure.
Right.
Even if we don't get both of them, we gonna get one for sure.
We thought we were going to.
Because he coached them. So we just felt like we had a good chance. And we did.
So look, okay, so last subject we'll talk about is the quarterback room. We thought we was getting Talil. I still ain't figured out how to pronounce his man's name. Talil Tua brother. We thought he was coming to Miami. Google had him coming to Miami. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't.
Had him coming to Miami,
but he hit a left turn and headed up 95 on us. So we went to looking, and what I found out, my people did some research that Maryland had 2 quarterbacks that transferred, 2 quarterbacks on the roster. They didn't recruit a quarterback. So, from my knowledge, they sitting on 3 quarterbacks, including him. He may, you know what I'm saying? So they may have to bring in some walk-ons or something. But the quarterback room looked a lot better at University of Miami.
Mike Locksley did recruit him at Alabama when he got there. So he was his recruit. He was his primary recruiter. So
Mike Locksley was his primary recruiter
at Alabama. So it made sense for him to go to the guy who recruited him.
So I started looking at our quarterback room, and we got Darren King, almighty N'Kosi Perry, came through and out, through and thin, whatever how you said. He came at heart. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going nowhere. He's just going to ride out with it. We got Ryan Rizik. We got Peyton Mutaka from Houston, Texas. We got Tate Martell and Tyler Van Dyke. So if Darren King was to go down, Tate Martell got to take, you know what I'm saying? Tate Martell got to... If Darren King was to go down, right? I'm thinking this N'Kosi Perry would be next in line. But I saw N'Kosi in his offense them 4 days in practice school, and it wasn't pretty. Like, he was thinking too much. He was thinking too much. Like, it wasn't flowing with him at first. And they haven't been on the field. Maybe he got a better mental understanding of it now.
I mean, the 4 days that they were out there, besides Derek King, none of them looked None of them looked good. So
at
the same time, just off. You can close your eyes and say, well, flip a coin. N'Kosi Perry is going to be the number 2 guy. Like, let's just get that out the way.
Close your eyes and flip a coin.
You know, and the crazy thing about that is, lastly, he did recruit Perry while he was at Auburn. You know, so it's not that Perry don't understand the offense. He just has to, I guess, slow it down a lot.
Right.
Which is what all the coaches said. Like, you know, we coming to the players where we got to slow it down so they stop thinking. They keep thinking, and you're not supposed to think that much.
But it's weird because all the players when we interviewed them said that the offense was simple.
Simple, yeah.
2 days, 3 days, they had it. They were smiling. They was happy. They was like it was simple. But when you get the quarterbacks out there, it seems like the quarterbacks are overthinking things other than De'Aaron King. De'Aaron King seemed almost as if he came with the playbook in his back pocket on the plane, and he planning it out the playbook to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because he was smooth with it. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, our quarterback room. King leaves next year.
King leaves. Now
Perry finally get the ball, man.
Now you have Perry, Tate, and Van Dyke. You know, a lot of fans wanna hope that Van Dyke steps up.
Right.
But we play Alabama 2021. So I definitely don't know if you guys want to go into that game with a first time starter. You know that. So
whoever takes over for De'Aaron King got Alabama. Got Alabama game 1. Whoever take over De'Aaron King, they got Alabama game 1. You know what I'm saying? And What you want, a transfer?
I mean, if it's one that's available that fits the style, we could take it. But
You don't want to go to war with Nkosi?
I could go to war with Nkosi
In the spread?
In the spread.
Right.
The one thing Nkosi gonna do, man, he gonna give his heart out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might not be his
Come on, what a second wave of Corona, man. We need.
But at the same time, that 2021 first game of the year, it's gonna be the game that sets us either get us back into contention of being who we used to be, or they just the same old Miami. They not gonna win the big games. They gonna let weak teams beat them. Stuff like that.
Stuff like that. I mean, that's gonna be a tough one, dog. Like, you saw what happened when Florida State played Alabama first that year.
They wrecked their whole program.
But they hurt the quarterback. Messed the whole season up.
That was it. Made the head coach leave and go to another team.
Right.
So
messed the whole season up. I mean, so that's gonna be a rough one. But here's a question, man. Y'all feel comfortable going into 2021 with Nkosi Perry, a year in the offense? I'm assuming that we'll still have the offensive coordinator here. It'll be a year in the offense. Right off the bat, 2021. What do you play these people with?
Play them at Atlanta. We'll be there. It's gonna be a tailgate.
Alabama and at Atlanta, 2021. Y'all feel good with Nkosi Perry, man? Y'all straight with that? We gonna go to war with Nkosi. Nkosi ran. He rode it out with us, man. Y'all want to go to war with Nkosi? That's down the line, man. I understand. But listen, that's our show for today. Me and X, Caneville. Y'all go follow Caneville on Twitter. Y'all go follow Caneville 305 on Instagram. Footballville, Twitter, Footballville, Instagram, Footballville, TikTok. Come see me. I be in that thing. No, I don't be dancing on TikTok. No, you ain't gonna see me dancing on TikTok. And yeah, man, my beard black. You know what I'm saying? I had to dye that thing with the Beijing. You know what I'm saying? Like that. No, y'all. Oh man, his beard was great yesterday. You ain't gotta ask, food. I dyed it, food. I went in there and I did my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Don't forget to ask questions. What y'all want us to talk about, or in case we have a Zoom with one of the coaches, if y'all want us to ask them a question.
They having questions for you?
They have some questions.
Some of the questions they ask you other than Mike Rumph, man. We can't keep beating up Mike Rumph.
A lot be having to do with recruiting.
Yeah. What's that question? Who the next recruit? You said that, right?
Yeah, a lot of people, they keep asking me who the next recruit.
Who the next recruit is?
I don't even know if I want to say it. I want to give the kid the opportunity to break it to the world. You know what I'm saying? I know who it's going to be, but I'm gonna let the kid break it to the world, and we'll add like 24/7, bro.
I had somebody told me he was number one. They think he's the number one in the nation, and I was like, dang.
Yeah, when you told me that, I was like, because
it's
a couple players in South Florida right now.
Somebody I really vibe with. Somebody I really I take his word. I take his word, and I respect his word. Hands down, say, man, listen, man, number one in the nation. Damn. He ain't trying to hear nothing. He ain't trying to hear Corey Brooks. He ain't trying to hear O'Leary. He said, man, this kid is the real deal.
I believe him. I watched him at High Level. Yeah. And he transferred.
We giving too many hints. All right, man. We finna get out of here, man.
Footballville, Caneville. We got it.
All right, man. See y'all next time, bro.
Peace.